Well, hello, horror community. I'm your host, Night Fright, and welcome to my talk show. Oh, what an election day we had. We have four states that either has voter fraud and I guess they are going to be sued by President um, Trump uh, to have a recount. And it comes down to this: you may like Trump, you may hate Trump, but what matters is that are two things here in the United States. You either want to be free, and this beats all horror related to movies. Would you rather be free or be part of a communist country? That's what it comes down to. I've been voting since 1985. My sophomore year in college, I voted for Reagan and Bush. I've been voting Republican ever since, win or lose. It depends which candidate had the better ideas about fixing this country. And I know you may hate Trump, but Trump is a man that will speak out and say what's on his mind, and he will support the American people, and especially keep the taxes low. That way you guys can have more money in your back pockets instead of us being targeted every time to be taxed. Frankly, we do not have any money to be forking out for the Democratic Party, which would probably use our tax dollars on other countries like they did with Iran. All they want to do is steal from us. That's why they always say, well, we will tax the rich, but never anybody that makes less than 400,000. That's not true. They will tax the middle class and the low class. When I was in college, they had the Democratic Party, and they also had the Republican Party there at our schools. And we had the choice to go and meet up with them and speak, or they would tell us what they do in each party, and then we could make up our own minds what we want to do, and what party to join. Well, they are so far left now. I've learned more from the African Americans that they have left the Democratic Party. They are tired of being on the plantation, being lied to, not being offered jobs. And I know other Hispanics, Latinos, they know about socialism. And then we also have another group that's walking away from the Democratic Party because they are tired of being lied to. The liberals, most. But then we have Antifa here that have marched up and down our streets, cause havoc, come down to the middle of the streets, like up here in Omaha, smashing windows out of buildings, tearing up Target stores. What does that solve? Nothing. So now we have our election and we are on hold because of election voter fraud. So I wanted to get that off my chest. It's just uncalled for. Elections, I can give you hundreds of thoughts, with the elections in the past. I don't care about if we lose, but not this way. We cannot stand here and be taken like this, and our votes not being counted, or people's votes are being counted, but they are dead people. Now, that's creepy enough. So in a way, I guess it is like a horror movie out there. It's this whole country, our United States, is in shambles. Um, I guess what we have to do is be prepared to go out when we do. If we have to carry mace, if we have to go to the gun range, get our license to bear arms with a gun, I guess we'll have to do that. That's the thing about my talk show. I could talk about anything. On the other side, other than the election, I went to Walmart yesterday, and you guys can give me your thoughts and opinions on the movies. I asked questions why the DVDs are being slimmed down to almost 3 or 4 shelves that we can purchase from. They said they're all going online. So we will no longer probably have any DVD movies to look at Walmart, Best Buy. Found out all their movies went online too. So what's the use of them going out? That was the fun for me, going out looking at different movies that I could pick from. So I have to order online and pay all that shipping and handling. And if they want us to buy online, then they're going to have to mark the prices down to where we can afford them. So, but yeah, I was really disgusted about that. But yeah, this whole election is just ridiculous. Who knows what's going to happen in the next 4 years? I know if the Senate holds on, then they could stop a lot of the things that Biden and Harris wants to do. I'm more afraid of Harris because she's the one that wants to send African Americans to prison that deals with drugs. Well, Trump is releasing African Americans that are doing drugs after they go through a process to where they can redeem and live in society. So, who wants to keep them behind bars, when the crime is not like murdering somebody? So I can understand that. There's so many things that Trump has done good for us, Why should we let Japan, which is a socialist country, or China, take over America? I think what Trump's done is great. Buy American. That's all I could say. Buy American. I'm tired of buying clothes and things from other countries, and they don't even last long. It used to be when we used to buy a new car back in the 70s, and they were built strong. There's a whole bunch of things that we could do here without having other countries get involved with America. Before you know it, China will own America. So we don't want that to happen. I know things are just so frustrating right now because of this election, and it'll work itself out. Trump will be able to pull off these other states and win after they do a recount. They should. But we don't want Nancy Pelosi to get involved, because then she'll make the decision who will be the president. As far as Sleepy Joe Biden goes, you can tell that he has Alzheimer's because of all the mess up that he's done on TV here. He doesn't know where he's at half the time. He doesn't know who he's running up against when he says George and when it's Trump. We've all heard this, we know. I know I can't remember names all the time either, but I would outdo Biden any day when it comes to politics because he doesn't know anything about politics. We could say that, they complain about him not doing anything for the last 47 years. Well, when you're vice president and you haven't been in office that long, you really can't expect him to do anything in 47 years because he's probably, after being retired, you can't really expect too much from him. But we can expect the next 4 years, if he does become president, what he should be doing. And I feel like he doesn't really have any say-so about this virus going around, that Trump did everything he could possibly do. Whether Biden says, well, he could have stopped this a lot sooner, who knows? It plays both ways. I don't think any of us knew what was coming when Japan or China sent this virus to us. So everybody's learning, how to deal with this. So when one state can go out and not have to wear their mask, in other states, well, you got to wear your mask. I put a face mask over me too when I go out and about. I could care less if the others do or if they don't. It's for my own safety. So I just needed to get a lot off my chest here because this is ridiculous. But it will pan out. We will definitely find out who the next president is. And I know it's not going to go down until the last fight. So until then, that's about all the updates I have to share with everybody. And I thought my thoughts and opinions would either help you. I hope it didn't hurt you. If you have any questions, concerns, you guys can leave a comment down below. And let me know about this election. I want to hear everybody's thoughts and opinions on this. So I'm tired of being cooped up in my apartment all the time and not be able to go out and do stuff. So we have a life to live, and we're going to live to the fullest, regardless what happens. And I want to mention to all the Trump supporters out there, if you're willing to march to Washington on foot, carrying the American flag or Trump flag, follow me. I will do the same. We will stay there until Trump is the winner. I think that would be a good support for all of us from every state here in the United States. We all march together and make a statement that we are not going to let this go away. Until then, viewers, horror community, I'm your host, Night Fright. Let me throw this in too. Today's temperature here is 74. The low tonight will be 45. So it's a nice day, and I thought I'd better get this video done and share my opinions of what you think. So, so here again, leave me comments down below what you think, your concerns, and I guarantee you it will get better. Thank you for listening to my talk show. And stay creepy for those that are part of the horror community. I will definitely be back to make another video, live stream, here in probably a month or so. So we'll see you then. Take care.